2019.
Giving you the view on what's happening, this is Lakeview TV.
Hi, I'm Ariel.
And I'm Caitlin. Here's what's going on.
Hey sophomores, please let Miss Wilkinson know if you are interested in holding a position as a student representative on the Lake Bend School Board of Education.
Are you a fan of superheroes? Well, now you get the chance to see them in action. Come see the Advanced Theater class production Between Good and Evil by D.M. Larson this weekend.
Shows are at 7 p.m. on Friday and Saturday and 3 p.m. on Sunday. What a great free Mother's Day activity.
Let's take a quick break and cut over to Ethan and Morgan with an update in sports.
Thanks, Caitlin and Ariel. I'm Ethan.
And I'm Morgan, and these are your varsity sports.
Coming up for the girls lacrosse team, they play today at Walled Lake Northern.
Monday, they play at 5:30 versus Swartz Creek, and Tuesday at 5:30 versus Fenton. Good luck, ladies.
The boys baseball team won both games on Monday versus Corona, winning 2-1 and 3-0. They play tomorrow against Fenton and Linden for the Wooden Bat Tournament.
The girls softball team won against Corona also, but in extra innings. Great job, girls.
The girls soccer team played over the weekend. Melanie Storm and Maddie Dobbs both scored to make the game a mercy.
The team plays tonight for senior night at 4:30. Good luck, team.
That's it for your varsity sports.
Thank you, and go Blue Devils.
Speaking of sports, clearly I don't run often, but when I do, it's for student council. If you want to be a part of student council, stop and pick up a petition on Miss Wilkinson's desk in the main office.
Class of 2020, your petitions for student council are due by Monday, May 13th. Don't forget.
All seniors, there is going to be a clap out at West Shore, Torrey Hill, and the middle school on our last day of school, May 21st. Please sign up in the office if you're interested in participating.
Don't forget that you will no longer be allowed to charge in the lunchroom. All seniors must have their charges paid in full by May 15th. All other students must have their charges paid in full by June 3rd.
All students, come check out a friendly competitive volleyball game between the girls' varsity volleyball team versus the boys' varsity basketball team. The game will take place on May 16th during 6th hour.
Tickets for the game are just $5 and they will be sold during all lunches on May 9th and 10th and again on May 13th, 14th, and 15th. Proceeds help fund the 2020 prom. Be there or be square.
Now let's welcome some special guests to the studio to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I'm David.
And I'm Cameron.
And please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all.
That's all for this week's video announcements. Please stay tuned for a special teacher appreciation feature.
We love you. Have a great weekend, Lake Benton.
Just love every teacher.
I appreciate Mr. Ayat because he keeps things short and sweet when he teaches stuff.
I appreciate Mr. Borsi because he's not only a great coach, but he's a great friend.
I appreciate Ms. Bagita because she always goes out of her way to help students with their assignments.
I appreciate Ms. Buzz because she makes French fun. I like Ms. Calhoun because she makes science fun and she's the best.
I appreciate Ms. Campbell because she's easy to talk to.
I appreciate Ms. Clarkson because she's a bro and she's pretty funny and she always comes in clutch with those Panera Studies things, you know.
I like Ms. Cloyce because she's really nice and funny and she helps me with my work and she's a good teacher.
I appreciate Mr. Garner because he's a good teacher and he's friends with most of the students.
I appreciate Miss Daly because she always goes the extra mile with her kids. She really treats each of her classes like they're her own family. She is a great, great teacher.
I appreciate Miss Deep because she's iconic, like a fashion icon, and she always knows what to do. And she is a good teacher.
I appreciate Mr. Dimage because he's always really funny and I guess his class is kind of fun.
I appreciate Mrs. Facile because she always goes above and beyond for everybody and she's always super helpful, especially on my end because she always says yes to subbing on her prep. Plus she organizes a bunch of cool stuff for our staff and I really appreciate that.
I appreciate Mr. Foskett because he helps me out with all of my math and he's super funny, so even on the bad days I can laugh.
One reason I appreciate Mrs. Frey is because she always shows me kindness every day, even though I don't have her as a teacher.
I appreciate Miss Garceau because she never lets the class be boring.
My name is Miss Green, and the very best ever.
I appreciate Miss Chapman because she always pushed me to go out of my comfort zone, and she thinks me and my sister are precious.
I appreciate Mrs. O and Mr. Hilger because they're always so supportive. They are hard on me like my mom always was growing up, and it's kind of like a second home here, and I'm very proud to be in their presence always.
I appreciate Ms. Hillis because she's a nice, genuine person and she really cares about her students.
I appreciate Mr. Judson because he's my best friend and he's helping me graduate.
One thing I like about Miss Condra is she knows how to make learning fun.
So one thing that I like about Mr. Lynch is that he is funny and he can always crack a joke, and he's just one of my best friends.
My favorite teacher is Mr. Myers because it's game time.
One thing I like about Mr. Morgan is his sense of humor.
I'm picking Miss Party because I love how passionate she is about the language she teaches.
I like Miss Pergo because all of them helped me about getting me in band, and I'm so proud I got into band.
I appreciate Mr. Inks because he's a tough coach and he makes me work hard and he always jokes around with me in the hallway.
I appreciate Mr. Roy for his funny memes and his respect for his students.
Something that I love about Miss Sherrick is that I can talk to her about anything.
I appreciate Mr. Sobchak because he shows me what hard work can get you, and he's a really funny dude.
I love Miss Sudia because she's always there and she always helps me out in class, and she's like a best friend and an art teacher.
I appreciate Miss Witalski for all that she does in the CTE program. She works countless hours helping our students earn certifications and making a pathway for our students in business and accounting.
I appreciate Miss Tanny Hill because she's a good young life leader and I love her.
I like Miss Vanderkar because she's super sweet and always helps me with my math.